Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Why do you stack silver? That is the question of the day. Why waste the time, money, and energy researching, looking up coins, waiting in the mail, spending the money? Why do it? Is it for greed? Is it just a hobby? Or is there something more? Silver stacking has taught me a lot about myself. It has taught me so many things that I'm going to be sharing in this video. And in the comments, I would love to hear why you stack silver. Not just because it's shiny, not just because you can make money from it, but what has it taught you? Because I can tell you this much, silver stacking has taught me patience. It's taught me how the economy works. It's taught me how to separate my wants versus needs. It's taught me that just because I can buy something doesn't mean I can afford it. I learned how to save for my future, financial stability, future financial stability. I can look ahead and know that I'll be secure. It's taught me the value of the dollar. It's taught me so many things, and I'm grateful for that. My story starts about 7 or 8 years ago. I'm only 27 years old, so yes, I was a young lad, as they call it. I was a young lad, but actually, if we really want to get down to it, I've been stacking for probably around 25 years because my grandpa went metal detecting, and when he would find old constitutional coins, war nickels, whatever, he would give them to me, and I'd put them away in a little treasure chest under my bed. I didn't understand that I was stacking silver back then. I didn't understand the value of silver. I just thought I had treasure. I felt like a pirate. Probably why when I first started stacking as an adult, I liked poured silver so much, because it gave it that treasure chest feeling, that pirate treasure. But to make a long story short, after I started seeing my family live paycheck to paycheck, broke most of the time, I decided I did not want to live like this. I didn't want to live like that. Who wants to live like that? That's miserable. So I started looking into investing. And as I'm researching, I heard about stocks, heard a little bit about Bitcoin, but what made sense to me was precious metals off the bat, even at 20 years old. Stock markets didn't make sense because I knew somewhat, not as nowhere near as much as I know now, but I knew that the dollar was in bad shape just by conspiracy videos and just, but precious metals made sense, and it was cool because I could hold and own my coins. And watching these videos from Silver Slacker, Salivate Metal, Shadow Stack, Lady Liberty Stacker, so many great channels that basically grew me up as a person, watching those videos. There's a lot of channels out there that I've actually watched. Shout out to all you guys and gals. But I learned that silver stacking can take your journey a lot farther than expected. I'm sure none of those other channels expected when they first bought their first ounce that it was going to teach them the same lessons about patience, about everything. It's honestly, it's a blessing. And not only that, I can reflect upon myself and see in life, applying it to other parts of my life, I am more patient. I observe more, I think before I act. And I love helping people. I love helping people. Many of you know I went to college a couple years ago for psychology, being a counselor against substance abuse and mental health issues, and I love helping people, and silver stacking is a way for me to give back on my channel to teach the new beginners, the newbies like I once was. I'm just giving back what was given to me. Once upon a time, Silver Slacker, Salivate Metal, those guys helped me avoid a lot of mistakes. I would have lost a lot of money, made very bad decisions, But they taught me, so now I'm just teaching you. Now, I know a lot of you aren't beginners, but it still is nice to have a refreshing story or just to remember where we came from. That back to the beginning, back to the basics is something we lose a lot. It's so easy to get distracted in the world of precious metals because there's so many different types of silver, because there's so many different ways to stack, because there's so many varieties, because there's so many options to switch your strategy up, whether it's buying, selling, trading, holding, flipping. So sometimes it's nice to revert back to the beginning. Why did I start stacking silver? Why did you start stacking silver? I question that. Is it out of greed, money, wealth, the riches? Is it a hobby? Are you a coin collector? Are you stacking for, to pass it down to your grandkids? Whatever the case is it honest? Is it pure? Sometimes we'll realize in the beginning it might have been about money, but then it turns to a bigger operation. That's how it was for me. I was just trying to not live paycheck to paycheck, and I wanted to save for my future. But now it's a lot bigger than that. I see it's a lot bigger than that. This channel's taken on a life of its own, and I see that it's a lot bigger than me on this channel as well. When my channel was hacked, a couple months ago, all the emails and all the comments from everyone let me know that it is a lot bigger than me. I can't just stop making videos. I love making videos. I wouldn't anyways, but the community needs each and every one of us. No matter how small or how large you are, we are all a part of the silver stacking community. And I feel a part of it. And I always have, since my first video, since before I even started making videos, since I watched the videos I felt a part of. It's like we know something that the majority of the masses don't know. Most people don't know about the benefits of silver stacking. I actually remember when I was in college, I was taking a speech class, and one of my speeches was over silver stacking, over precious metals, and I brought a couple coins in and shared my speech with the class, and afterwards they were more interested in my stuff than the next person. And you can tell that people do take interest in this stuff. It is interesting. It's fascinating to learn that this was once our money, that our money was actually backed by gold and silver once upon a time. And what's happening nowadays with the economy and with our dollar, $24 trillion in debt. What's next? It's crazy, but it's real, and that's the reality we live in. I try to stay as realistic as possible. That's why in my videos, sometimes I'll make videos that aren't really promoting silver, but that's the reality of the situation. If the markets are being manipulated, most people wouldn't want to share that information because it could hurt silver's luster. But that's the truth. I'm going to let you know that markets are being manipulated by spoofing, and people are getting caught for it. That's my job, to let you know both sides of the coin, no pun intended. Now, I still think silver is the smartest, safest investment, and I'll always say that. I'm never going to try to oppose someone from stacking, but I'm going to let you know how these markets work and exactly how they work and what's going on in the markets, whether it's good or bad. That's my job. I have to stay complete, bias. There's no bias. And my opinions I have to shed very carefully because there's a difference between opinions and facts. I try to let you know when it's my opinion, and I try to let you know when it's a fact, because there is a big difference, and those can get misscrewed a lot. But anyways, to revert back to the basics of the video, silver stacking has taught me a lot about myself. I have, I'm a different person now, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm sure that no matter where you're at in your stacking journey, you can relate to a lot of this probably. And your stacking journey will change over time. At first, I started liking poured silver, then I started liking high premium silver. Now I'm liking bullion. I'm doing it completely backwards, But that's just how it goes. And there's no wrong way to stack. As long as you're buying what you like, you're doing something right. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Like I said, I'd love to hear your journey, why you stack silver. It's a very important question, and I think it's going to turn out to be an amazing journey, especially reading all the comments, and you guys can read everyone's comments as well. Thank you so much for liking this video. Yes, I said it past tense because I'm sure you smashed that like button, didn't you? Especially if you've watched this far of the video. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new because I do post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.